Once a woman was taken by the trolls in East Sädeshult. People looked high and low for her, and for a long time too, but she just couldn't be found. Finally, a man came upon the thought that maybe the Bökebackagubben from Virestad socken had taken her, because she did live on the Småland border. So they rang the church bells in Virestad for her, and that's when they finally found her, lying on the porch in her own home. You could tell that she had slaved away for the troll, because her dress, which had been brand new when she vanished, was now so worn that all the wool was gone, only the linen threads were left. The people of that town give offerings of milk to him there in Bökebacken so that he won't harm the people or livestock, because they remembered what he did to Per's wife in Röckla. Her name was Kerstin, and she was from Skåne. When she had her first child, nobody protected her from the trolls, so Bökebackagubben took her and laid a statue of her made of alderwood in her bed. For 7 long years her husband mourned her. But since he hadn't any hope of getting her back, he proposed to yet another woman from Skåne, from Örkened socken. When he sat down at the wedding feast with his new wife, his first wife came into the hall and asked the man for his stocking straps, because she said she could free herself from the troll's power with them. The man threw himself over the table to get to her, but the guests all feared that if he did what he was asked, then the trolls would be able to take him too. So they held him back, and that poor woman left, her prayers unanswered. The new bride then left the groom and went back to her parents' home in Lönsboda, and so the man's second marriage amounted to nothing too. But during the following 7 years, Kerstin was seen every Christmas Eve, sitting by the hill and combing her hair, weeping. Though sometimes the Bökebacke trolls seemed decent enough, but whether or not they really had good intentions is hard to say. One time a man went by their hill and smelled that pancakes were cooking inside. As a joke, he shouted, "Can I get a taste of those flapjacks?" And right then, a troll came out of the hill with some pancakes, but he didn't dare to touch them. Instead, he said, "Well, if the pancakes are so easy to get, I don't want any after all." But they didn't give him any trouble for that at all. One night, in Torsås, there was a farmer who woke up to the sound of his wife moaning awfully. He jumped up and found that her bed was empty and the fire out, despite that it was that very night he was expecting a new child. He grabbed his shotgun and fired off a shot right there in the stuga, and the trolls fled. The man then found his wife, lying in the fireplace where the trolls had dragged her.